5-day, you'll find yourself cranking up the furnace and lighting up the fireplace. But did you know those are the two most common sources of carbon monoxide? Here to show us how to protect ourselves this time of year is Steve Gladstone of Kid Detectors. Good morning to you, Steve.
Good morning.
Can you explain for us why CO is called the silent killer?
Sure. Well, it's one of those things that we all learned about in high school that is a colorless, odorless, and tasteless gas. So we think of it that we can smell it, and often there's no way that we can actually smell it. So it's important that people pay attention to it using an alarm.
It's estimated that CO kills at least 2,000 people across the nation every year. What is the biggest thing that we do wrong? What are we doing wrong?
Well, we think that we're safe in our own homes,
Sure.
and we're really not. What we need to do at the beginning of the heating season is to make sure that our heating systems are checked by a competent technician, and we need to have alarms in our houses to monitor us 7 days a week, 24 hours a day.
Okay. In terms of alarms, we have some different products here on the table. Why don't you take me through this so we can see what we have here?
Well, people are always wondering whether or not they can afford them, and they're not expensive at all. They're usually about $35 to $50, so it's not a big expense.
Not only that, but you can't put a value on you can't put a dollar amount on life
no,
anyway.
But people need to know that they aren't outrageously expensive and that they can afford them. Also, they worry about being able to install them. These don't need to go up on the ceiling.
Okay.
They just need to be placed in an outlet if it's a plug-in type, or even on a bookshelf like this one, where it can be just put just like that. So there's no installation involved except putting a battery in. So it makes it a very easy type of thing. Some of the more involved ones have digital readouts on them, and some even have voice activated, so it actually tells you that there's a problem.
Gotcha. Is there a certain place that the CO detector should be placed in the home? Should you place it right outside your bedroom?
That's a great question. People think that they should protect their furnace, but they really should be protecting their family. So we want to see one on each floor and one outside the bedrooms.
Okay. Any preference in which is better? I mean, should you go for one that has a battery backup? Should you?
Well, I like the one that has both plug-in and battery backup because that's going to protect you even if there's a power outage. People tend to do foolish things during power outages. They should watch the car in the garage and generators and hibachis as well. Charcoal can put out a lot of carbon monoxide.
What is and I know that you are a former deputy fire marshal for state of Connecticut. What were some of the biggest mistakes that you saw, Steve?
Well, once again, feeling comfortable with your house and negating the fact that something could get caught in your chimney or that something could be broken. I've been doing home inspections for the last 22 years, so I look at a lot of houses on a daily basis, and people say, change what filter or clean what chimney, and they just don't realize that there's a responsibility in owning a home to take care of homes.
Sure. Well, we thank you so much for this advice. We are running out of time here, but we thank you.
My pleasure.
Thank you.